Oh my god, we're so close to greatness. Episode 410. 10 more weeks. 10 more weeks. 10 more weeks. This is your host, Joe.
And Lauren, so it's pretty much 410.
410.
Yes.
Of the dead pixels.
To the greatness of the episode. So if you look on the calendar, that would be like pretty much, Christmas time?
2 months.
2 months. Plus
so,
2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, what's month for this? Is 8. So
it's August.
So you look at
almost maybe Halloween. I don't know.
Almost Halloween
or mid-November
or first week of November.
Hey,
when November rains,
you gotta wake me up when September ends. When the November rains, and it's my December.
Yes, there you go. All the musical references. Oh, you add more patches.
Yeah, I got some stuff.
Is that patches or
no, there's pins, bro.
Pins?
Yeah.
Oh, I see
that.
Yeah,
so I got the portal. A lot of them I just took off my old sweater. I'm like, I don't know if I'll wear this soon, but it will just transfer something. Yeah. So I got as close as I can get to what I can put on there.
Yeah, and then One Piece. Gotta have the One Piece.
Gotta have the One Piece, bro.
Alright, so...
Anyway, so before we do anything, what I did last night is I rewatched a movie.
What movie?
You guess which one?
The Avengers.
Yes!
Yeah, boy!
Rewatched The Avengers. Endgame.
I hope they remember you.
I hope they... Impossible. I am inevitable. No, but it's... I haven't watched that since like the first time we saw it all the way in May or April actually.
Yeah. And
I still stand by like this is still a pretty good movie. I can understand why people are saying it's slow because they kind of had to slow it down because I see it as like this. It's kind of a one whole movie with Infinity War.
Infinity War, yeah.
There's a big battle in Wakanda, and then if it goes into another big old battle again, like wow, that's like almost no time to rest in between. That's why like the first hour is just kind of like slowly building up to the last couple, basically the finale of the Infinity War.
Yep.
So I still say like that first hour it is kind of slow, and also. I remember because I watched it with my sisters. I told them like, "Hey, we're watching Infinity War. Hope you have time because it's 3 hours."
And then this,
and also it's surprisingly, Milk was like, "Oh man, I haven't seen any spoilers for this." I was like, "How have you not seen spoilers if you're on the internet?"
And Milk lives on the internet.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, how did you do that? Well, she did see one.
Okay,
and it was the big one.
Of course.
And then it's like I saw it a week ago. I'm like, well. There's still a lot more in there.
Yep.
Still a lot more to like about this thing.
Do you ever tell Milk about the mixtape?
Oh, the Thanos thing?
Yeah.
I'll probably give a... Now I can just start showing a bunch of the memes now.
Yes.
There's a lot of like really funny like... Because this is the thing. This is a $2 billion meme.
Yes.
At this point.
If you combine those two...
What? It's like almost 5?
Like 5 to 6?
Yeah, something like that.
Jeez.
Yeah. There's, again, watching it, like, oh, there's that meme. Go a couple more scenes later, there's that meme right there. It's actually kind of funny that how much is this working. I still really liked it a lot though. It's that ending still gets me. I'm just like, oh, it's so good. Especially the last part when everything comes together and then
symbol.
That's the thing. I can spoil that partly because pretty much they've spoiled it themselves.
Yeah, on IG, on Instagram.
Yeah, which like just go on the #1 movie in the whole world, the 2 billion. Like I'm like. Yeah, you can earn that right now.
Yeah, you can earn it right now.
Yeah.
Buy it.
Yeah. Also, the one scene that was again still spoiled because they showed it on Instagram. That one, it's the one where all the ladies line up, and then they're all getting ready to fight, which is kind of like it's a little pandering, but
hey man, it's just like hey, everybody, think about this. 10 years ago, were you expected to see all those ladies on screen? Yeah. Not really.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So it came a long way. Yeah, glad, people just like, oh, well, why now, blah, blah, blah. I said, because, people had a different mindset back then. Very different mindset.
Yeah, it is also kind of weird to think, too, like, they just added that scene in. They could have used any of the other heroes, but they was like, this is all the women's part right here. Cause specifically just to show I'm like, again, like it is kind of corny, but then the whole movie's kind of corny too.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, did you know that Robert Downey Jr. did a special luncheon with all the women heroes for that?
Oh, really?
And that whole scene.
Well, that's pretty good, I guess. I can't fault him. He was the star of that movie. And it's also again like I'm so glad that they brought like Ant-Man and the Wasp, and also also what do you call it? Hawkeye, because you know they were sorely missed in the last one.
Yeah,
they were kind of just big roles in this one right here. So I love the movie 3000. That meme, because it's funny because they said that, and then like Milk was like, "Oh, that's where that's from?" I'm like, "Yes, that's where that's from." I'm like, I thought that was a lyric from a song. I'm like,
"Nope."
Oh, now you know.
Now you know. It's not Punch Out. This can't be, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so let's move on then, shall we?
Yes.
Good times. Oh, Chicago Minute. I don't know. I think the Air and Water show's happening soon.
Yeah, that's happening soon. Also, Wizard World is next week, so
can't wait for that.
We going to the Wizard World.
Yes, we're going to the Wizard World. We'll see how it works out.
What else in the Chicago Minute? The NBA schedule came out.
So
yeah, that came out on Monday. So, am I going to a Bulls game? If it's super cheap, the Bears game.
Group on it.
No, just any third party app with the first party app with the tickets that be like $6, like SeatGeek or StubHub. We're not sponsored by them, but if they want to sponsor us, they can.
Give us those tickets.
Give us those tickets, homie. Type in Dead Pixel 10 for 10%. You type that in. If it's a promo comes to us, then we be happy.
They're like, whoa, what did that happen?
Also, on the special news, we are on Spotify.
Oh yeah, I was about we're on Spotify. It took a long time, but we're on there.
Yeah,
I don't know when they started using or having podcasters.
I think it was like a year or two ago.
Okay, so now we're on there. And
we on Spotify, baby.
It was a pretty painless process. I just had to get the URL. You know, give them the feed. Like, here you go. That's it. What's right there. And it's like, oh well, it takes a couple of minutes, so you'll be on there. I was like, okay. And then I checked, like, oh, we're on there now.
Yep. So yeah,
we're on there now. So you can get us on iTunes, Spotify if you feel like it. I don't know if we're gonna go to Bandcamp. That's just a big overhaul right there. Or like SoundCloud. I mean,
we could go SoundCloud.
I don't know. That's just
SoundCloud, baby. We can SoundCloud rappers. Yes, we can drop links like, yo, check us out on SoundCloud. How about that? Just for the meme. Just for the meme. Like, check us out on SoundCloud. You got SoundCloud? Hell yeah, we do.
Hell yeah. Now we got business.
But one thing I have to say is, you know, the funny thing is, there's one song that I have on SoundCloud that has like the whole complete version. It's from the Ninja Sex Party. The following the guy.
The Chalice, I think.
The Chalice.
Yeah.
They have the SoundCloud version has all the complete song.
Yeah.
Cause they never released part 2.
They never released part 2. That's a weird thing. I just feel like they forgot.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we'll just leave it.
Like, part 2 coming soon? Yeah, never came soon. Never came on the album. It was all on video form. But guess what? On SoundCloud, baby, you got someone edit the whole song together seamlessly.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so yeah. Anyways, Spotify, get on there. We're on there now. So.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to talk about is the big movie.
Big movie.
Came out, I think, last week.
Like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks? Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. According at this time, yes, it was 2 weeks ago. So it was it's one of the spin-offs of the Fast and Furious franchise. It is a franchise now. Yeah. Because there's about 9 in total.
Well, after you reach 3, it's a franchise.
Yeah. That is kind of ridiculous thing right there. And also, it only got good, at least to me, after part 4.
I mean, after 5?
No, part 4. Fast and Furious 4. Then part 5 was the one where it's like, okay, now it's just a ridiculous, tornado of fun.
Really? You consider part 4 the best one?
No. I'm saying after part 4.
Oh, after part 4. Because I was like, 5 is a
good one. People still say that's the best one. I'm just like, I will say just because it started it all. But I don't know, man. I can't even say which one's the best one. Part 5 I liked. I really did. I was like, wow, that was really fun to watch. Part 6 a little less because I was like, I don't know about that. It's like, there's still a lot of moments where just like, how are you still on the runway?
How about 7?
7 I thought was kind of the lower part because because that's when Paul Walker actually died and they had to like film all the weird scenes like with his brother and like him in shadows.
And 8.
And 8, I thought was like that was a really good one, but I did not like that stupid twist of like, oh yeah, Dominic Toretto's gonna turn on. I'm like, oh, why is that? Because he's got some. He's not because he wanted to, right? He wasn't undercover the entire time. All 7 movies.
So what? Okay, give me. Okay, so this is spoiler. What is
For
the deal for 8? Because I only watched all the way to Tokyo Drift, and I
That's
never
so
got
ridiculous because those 5, 6, and 7 and are they're good ones. Because the thing is, they introduced Jason Statham in 7, and I was like really happy. I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna be in this Fast and Furious movie.
So
because
Tokyo Drift at the end, you see Han,
he dies,
but no, you see Vin Diesel, you see Han. And then Han dies. So if you really break it down, so it goes like
it's 4, 5, 6, and then it's
Tokyo Drift
3. Yeah. Well, 1 in I don't know, man.
Yeah, because when did Han appear?
He was there in 5 and 6.
Okay, so
pretty much he died at the end of 6 due to Jason Statham.
So pretty much 4, and then Tokyo Drift. So it goes 1, 2.
4, 5,
then
6.
No, because Tokyo Drift and then 5 and 6.
Okay.
Because I think like the Fast and the Furious, the 4th one, is before Part 3 because it's like unless all this is kind of in order because so Han appeared in 5, so when the hell that came in place? Well, okay, so he died in 6.
Yeah, and also 3rd one, right?
Huh?
Oh wait, no, did he not die in the 3rd one?
No, he never died in the 3rd one.
Oh, okay.
Tokyo Drift, there's no casualties.
I stopped saying like I don't know anything previously to Part 4.
Because Tokyo Drift, because at the end of Tokyo Drift, you see, Vin Diesel character like, oh, you guys won the race, blah 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 blah. And it's Han and the other
because
guy.
he wasn't in there in 2 and 3, wasn't he?
Who?
Vin Diesel.
No, Vin Diesel was not in
2 or 3.
No, he was not in 2 because that's when Tyrese was in 2. So Tyrese was in 2.
Sure, we'll have Tyrese.
Vin Diesel was at the end of Part 3. I mean, at the very end of Part 3.
That's kind of funny.
So, and then Tyrese was not even in 4. Was he in 4?
I don't remember that much.
I know Tyrese was in 5 and lay on the other ones.
Yeah, he's now a mainstay for some reason.
Oh, maybe he's not. Who knows?
That's weird though, because they keep picking up people.
Because Ludacris was also in 2.
Yeah.
What was it? Yeah, Ludacris is in 2, and then Bow Wow was in 3, but they didn't put fuck Bow Wow.
not gonna get more clowns in this in this group.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in ever since Part 5, they kept picking up people. So The Rock was in Part 5. They were like, okay, you're gonna be part of the series now. And in Part 6, they had like some hacker lady. Like, okay, you're gonna be part of the series now, and then that's when they also picked up 7. They picked up Jason Statham. Like, okay, you're gonna be part of the series now.
Yeah.
One step after thing just keep going. Like,
and
okay,
then 8, who they picked up?
I think they got Scott Eastwood. He's part of Kurt Russell is also added in this series now since Part 7.
Yeah, but okay, so go with spoilers about Part 8. Why did Don turn the team?
Because like one of them was just like I think his what I don't know if it was his wife or whatever. Because the thing is, I don't know who that was. Like, oh, we got your girlfriend, wife, and the kid right here. Do work for us. And he's like, okay. I'm like, I
thought he had a wife and like was that one girl?
What, Letty or something like
Not
that?
Letty.
I don't know.
Because I thought 7 was like he was so in love with Letty. It was like Letty.
That's what I thought so too.
But no, okay. But
that's the thing. Like she was probably in the previous one. I don't know. This is my recollection of the series. So. Shit, it was like a white lady with like blonde hair.
Okay, well, whatever. Continue.
But yeah, that's why he was turned against the team, and apparently he's the best one. I'm like, bullshit. we ain't going with that right there. And then they're like, oh yeah, The Rock can't take down Vin Diesel. Are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, I think he almost took him down like in Part 5. Right?
Yeah, Part 8 still was fun. There was a lot of stupid stuff in there, and it's like, I got to the point like, where the hell are you gonna go from there? Because you had so much like ridiculous things happening, and then there were like big disputes between The Rock and Vin Diesel because they just hated each other, because like Vin Diesel didn't show up to work.
I mean, The Rock didn't? Oh.
No, Vin Diesel.
Oh.
It was The Rock was a professional, and he's like he made an Instagram video. He's like, look at us, we've been waiting here since whatever for Vin Diesel, and hasn't showed up yet. So you can bet that something's gonna happen in the future. I'm just like, That's kind of weird. You know, I can expect them to be that angry.
Divas, yeah. Well, I guess because of professionalism.
Yeah, and also the fact that they lost, one of the other stars too.
Yeah.
Their big ones, which was Paul Walker, even though he hasn't,
Yeah, just like Paul Walker, only to fame was for Fast and Furious. Every other movie he's trying to be in, he was like, yeah, not that interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
No disrespect to Paul Walker, but it's like, he was a okay actor.
He was not supposed to be the lead.
Yeah.
But they chose Vin Diesel as the lead over him, which is you should say something.
Yes.
Anyways,
well, he owned the franchise.
Yeah, it's true. He is. So, anyways, Hobbs and Shaw, based on the characters from those movies, and I'm guessing this is the only one you've seen out of this entire not rebooted, but like ever since post Part 5.
Well, I didn't see Part
5. Okay, so I saw Part 5 and on.
Yeah.
So this is the first one you've seen out of all of those.
Yes.
I'm just saying, like, you should watch those movies because they're just
no.
You want to see the dumbest things you're.
Look, man, I seen a lot of dumb shit. Okay.
But this one, I know it's like this is the one you were like, okay, we'll see this one.
Yeah, because I was just like, okay, I enjoy The Rock's work. I enjoy Jason Statham work.
Yeah.
As them being like co-leads and everything else.
That's
I don't enjoy them being side characters. For example, like don't get me wrong, Vin Diesel, nice actor, but if you take out Fast and Furious franchises, and then like
Riddick,
he got Riddick, but how old is Riddick? Like almost 20 something years old.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the best Riddick movie? He only did one. That was Pitch Black or Pitch. What do
you mean he did one? He did like a couple.
No, he only did 2.
Well, what Chronicles of Riddick, Pitch Black, and then the Riddick. Remember, there was a rebooted Riddick movie. That came out of like a not that long ago. It was like 2014 or 15 or something like that.
No, I don't think so.
Oh my God, Chronicles of Ridiculousness. Remember the game was good though.
Yeah.
What, you think it was good?
From the Xbox game? From the Xbox? That was like 15 plus years ago.
That was a good game though.
Yeah.
You can't say
it was alright game. It was good, but it just like don't base on it like, hey, this is like it's canon.
So anyways,
the Chronicles of Riddick when it came out, it's not like 2015.
What, just Riddick or Chronicles of Riddick?
Well, whenever.
Chronicles of Ridiculous. Let's see. It doesn't say here, but 2000 was Pitch Black. 2004 was Chronicles of Riddick, because I don't think there was anything else.
Yeah, there was only two movies.
And then there was Riddick, which came out. Let's see.
Why don't you look at Vin
I'm looking at this right now.
Okay.
It came. Vin Diesel supposed to be in Avatar 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I'm just looking around like, excuse me. Oh yeah, there's also this Triple X.
No,
Riddick came out 2013.
Man, that must be a forgettable movie.
Exactly, like no one remembers that. So there's only 3 movies in this entire series.
Oh man, I don't remember that movie. That poster looks very bad. Very bad. So there's 3 movies you did.
Yeah.
Because Pitch Black was not even about him at all. Then it became about him.
Yeah. Then he did Chronicles of Riddick.
Which was like, okay, sure, this could be great. And then he fell out great because of
he did
the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah, he did also things like Triple X, and then he did.
Yeah, and then he disappeared. Then he came back, and now he's like.
Yeah. I think for the most part, Vin Diesel is. I don't know if people like to work with him. That's the thing.
Like he disappeared for 5 years. Then like, oh yeah, Vin Diesel, he's such a good actor. That's like, oh fuck that guy.
Well, he was Groot. So
yeah,
that's the only thing he's got going for him. Like he's Groot.
He's Groot.
He is
making Disney money. He is Groot. But other than that, Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
If you like dumb.
Yeah, we filled our
action
quota
movies
for dumb action movies.
It is that.
It is.
It is like if you think about the plot is like okay.
It's a very 90s plot.
Yeah, very 90s plot. No, is ever as a villain?
Yeah,
good villain.
I like that because you can actually feel like he can probably stand up against both Jason Statham and The Rock. He'd die if you fought those 2 guys.
Yeah, but I just think like for example, like there's some points it'd be like, no, okay, if he's like pretty much like superhuman strength and all this stuff. anyone taking punches from like The Rock and Jason Statham should not be able to get up. Should not like there's this unbelief like I know like adrenaline stuff, but no, he punches like with the force of 2 rocks or 3 rocks and everything else.
Yeah,
and also there's certain scenes like when you so Jake the same. I'm not Izabra can project where the punches coming to, so it's like so it's just like King Crimson, like he can like I can avoid that, like it's coming from this much of force, okay, I can just like counter. Everything was counter, like okay, so if you can count that mass force of punches and everything else, and you can project the same amount of force within the punch, they supposed to be walking around with broken ribs and all this sort of stuff, man. It's just like no.
That happens a lot in these movies, though. There's always like, you should be dead.
Yeah, you should be dead. Yeah, there's a lot of things like, and they survived through this, and they survived through that, and no one's hurt.
Yeah, they
limp around like, I know this is a dumb action movie, but realistically, my brain's like, how you survive this? How you able not rip your like bicep off by holding a ton of airplane, flying the air, answering chain that pulling you. Okay, Steve Rogers.
It's basically like it's a superhero movie, but just with someone in the real somewhat. But it's to the point like you got self-driving motorcycles. I think we're getting pretty far from the real world.
Self-driving motorcycles that could bend to the ways of the Matrix. That you can I can control this with my mind or whatever. Or if I'm power sliding, it's adjust to me for not pretty much not falling off my seat. Like okay, bullshit. But you know what? Whatever. Yeah,
we can go with this. I seen people online saying like, oh god, it's so awful. I can see why you could think that. You know, you probably won't play. You gotta know what you're getting into.
Yeah, you gotta know what you're getting into. Look, I know that this movie is gonna be ridiculous. So I'm like, okay, this movie's gonna be ridiculous. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it's just like...
like I said, out of all the things, though, I like watching The Rock. Mm-hmm. You know, he's really good at what he does. He's just like, oh, man, he's got, like, you know...
he's
that strength. He's got the strength to be a strong guy. And, you know, Jason Statham's got the moves. And there's a lot of jokes that go with that. Like, oh, he's a big guy. He's a small guy, but he's fast. Yeah. That's your basic dynamic there. Also, there's a lot of cameos in this movie. So,
yes.
You know.
a lot of cameos upon cameos. And you realize, like, okay, is this tie into the universe of another franchise? Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, I don't know what they thought about, you know, we'll have this guy here. Like, why, though? I don't know. Because they only utilize him a couple of times, but it's like, I feel like they're gonna do their own separate franchise movie with this now. Yeah, it's gonna be Hobbs and Shaw 1, 2, 3. It's gonna keep going on until like
you can keep going on, baby, until the end of time.
And then that's why he's gonna be like doing these instead of doing Fast and Furious. So that's why Fast and Furious is gonna lose The Rock and possibly Jason Statham. I don't know anymore.
I think so too. Then they have to get like that dude from Baby Driver, maybe.
Hey, that'd be fun. They got their own because ever since like we not lost, but like they. For some reason just stopped making Expendables movies. This is kind of what we get close to an Expendables movie.
Yeah, pretty much. I just think they made Expendables 3 and they realized that Expendables 3 was not that good.
Yeah, but I don't know why it was such a shift in tone so much. Like part 1 of Expendables was like, okay, it was kind of generic, but you know, it was okay. Part 2 was way more like, this is way more for what the fans wanted. Yeah. Then he went back to like generic action.
Generic movie. And just like, okay, no. Like, I would not mind having another couple of Expendables movies. It's just at the end, it's like, okay, so what other 80s or 90s?
Or just even newer action stars, you know?
Yeah, but I think at that time, like when Expendables 3 came out, there was no other action stars at the moment.
What new guy did they get even in part 3? I think they got like Wesley Snipes, Antonio
Banderas.
Yeah, that's right.
Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah. Mel Gibson for some reason. Well, he was a bad guy.
No, he was a bad guy, right?
But still, I know. Yeah. But they still got him.
Who else? That's it.
They had Frasier.
Huh?
Frasier. Kelsey Grammer.
Oh yeah.
He was in that movie for some reason.
Was he?
He was like working with them. Oh, okay. He was like the man behind the mask.
Scenes, yeah.
It was so weird.
I'm trying to think. Okay, so Expendables. If you make Expendables, you have to add Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds, maybe.
Ryan Reynolds, yeah.
Kevin Hart's not part of like the action thing for some reason.
Yeah, because of The Rock.
because of the. Oh, they can have The Rock now.
They can have The Rock, yeah.
They should add Donnie Yen because he's cool.
Yeah, but as like, well, Donnie Yen as because Jet Li's not gonna do anything. Jet Li's is super old now, so you can add Donnie Yen as a replacement for Jet Li.
Yeah.
But it's gonna have a small part. Then who would be the bad guy though?
I have no idea. Who's the
Michael B. Jordan.
You could do that too. They could get a lot of like. There's room to improve, and also if they had Iko Uwais, the guy from The Raid, he would be great.
Oh yeah.
In that movie, but all in all, I watched the movie. I was thoroughly entertained by it. There's nothing else I can say. It wasn't one of those like,
life-changing moments.
Yeah, it's just like, it's such a giant change from watching Once Upon a Time in Hollywood to Hobbs and Shaw, because it's just like those two are just two polar opposites on the end of of like what
one's
a
movie storyteller, one's an action movie.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where you're just like, if you liked seeing The Rock in all those movies, this is one of his better ones. I mean, he's made some dumb ones, of course. Like he's made Skyscraper. No, I don't think anyone cared for Skyscraper.
No.
He made Rampage. Again, I was like, that was watchable, but I will not subject myself to that again.
Yeah.
And other stuff.
Other movies.
But he's gonna be in a DC movie, maybe.
Maybe.
That's the Black Adam.
Him off, yeah.
What, the Black Adam should be good, right?
No, he's not Black Adam. What? Yeah, Black Adam.
I was like,
I was just thinking of other stuff.
There's older. I don't know if he's inside the DC movie, that'd be cool, but he'd be better in a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
I don't know who he'd be though, because people want him to be Adam Warlock or Keanu Reeves, which I
think Keanu Reeves could fit from the.
People want him to be Moon Knight too.
Who?
Keanu Reeves. But then again, it's just like, I don't know.
Moon Knight, the thing is, Moon Knight, if people don't know about Moon Knight is kind of crazy. Moon Knight get his powers from something beyond. Yeah, he's rich and all this stuff. But also, Moon Knight is kind of batshit crazy at the same time. Not Batman crazy. Yeah, he's rich, but he's just like, I don't really want to see a Moon Knight movie. I don't.
I mean, we never think we'd see like a Shang-Chi or a...
Yeah, but Moon Knight is not that interesting in the character.
I don't know what else to say. Because the thing, I don't know much about Moon
Knight.
Yeah,
also you had to pretty much have a good, strong, lead and story. Like good and story and a good director.
That is true.
And also you have to play in the sense of some characters have some funny moments. I don't think there's nothing funny about Moon Knight except for he's fucking crazy, and that's it.
Wow, that's everything.
And also they said Taskmaster's supposed to be in the new Black Widow.
They say that's supposed to be because he's under like a code name. Like, that's supposed to be Taskmaster. We're like, we'll see about that.
Tony Masters, he had to stay.
That would be cool though. I would love them to actually put Taskmaster onto the big screen because I thought he was supposed to be in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. At least that's what they said he was supposed to be on, but we haven't seen him yet.
Yeah.
And also I don't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Me
I don't have the time for that.
Oh, you got Hulu.
So does everyone else. I don't think I can, man.
So let's talk about something negative.
What do you mean negative?
Devil May Cry 2.
Wow, really? You think that's a bad one?
Yes.
So let me get this straight. You're telling me there's only one good game in this series?
What?
On Devil May Cry? Okay, so Devil May Cry 1. That was a good game, but...
A good game, but
that is not aged well. I will say that.
Of course not. It didn't age well. Devil May Cry, at the time, really fucking good game.
It was a good game.
It was a good game. If you play again, it's like,
I did not like the swimming sections. I don't know why they put it in there.
It's just not so great.
Yeah.
Devil May Cry 2, one of the worst games I've played.
It is very easy. And I thought, it's supposed to be more challenging for this thing.
It's very easy, which you can beat. I said this tons of times. I'm going to say it live on microphone. It's very easy to beat the game with a handgun.
Yeah. And
you don't have to upgrade none of your weapons. You can beat the game with your every ivory. Just shoot, stab. $1 million stab, stinger, guns. Stinger, guns. Combos, guns.
The funny thing is, the last boss, I pretty much just defeated with just standing back and just shooting at him.
Yes.
I was just like, oh, this is easy.
Yes.
They want you to go in and do the spikes, and it's like, no, I'm just going to stay here.
Yeah. Main staff? No, just guns. Just guns. And how the ending... See, you was not there when you in the beginning when you play the game and you this is the ending of it, and you when Dante goes to hell. You're okay, he goes to hell. And the mood, and Dante was not that charismatic, funny guy. He was more serious, more like moody in tone, like ooh, whatever. Like he was pretty much emo. He was emo as fuck in Devil May Cry 2. Then when 3 happened, it's just like, okay, it was kind of like, okay, so this is a prequel to part 1. Okay.
So wait, so you consider 3 a good game?
What, part 3?
Yeah.
Part 3 is a damn this good game.
Okay.
But also, it's one of the hardest games. So if you want, okay, so how Devil May Cry is chronologically ordered, it goes Devil May Cry 3, Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 4, Devil May Cry 2, and then 5.
Yeah. So 1 is a good game, 2 is a bad game.
Yeah.
3 is a good game.
Yes.
Great game. We'll say great.
Great game. Yes.
Part 4 is people say it's not a good game.
It's an alright game.
Yeah.
It's alright because a lot of people thought they would be playing as Dante, but then Nero's story, it'd be like, oof, I fucking don't care about Nero. People just did not care for Nero. And also the A1 was Josh Bach fatigue at the moment.
Oh, I see.
And like everyone's like, why he's in every fucking game at that point in time?
So he was the early at Nolan North.
Yeah, it was just like, god damn it, I don't care for everything else. So blah blah blah. For me, I just thought it was fine. Also, that game kind of get ridiculous a little bit hard when Dante points and that fucking lightning creature when you first face him, and you're like, oh fuck you.
And then part 5 is a great game.
It's a great game.
Which
I don't own, but I hear that it's one of the best games.
You should definitely play that. Well, if it comes on Game Pass, then yes, definitely play that game, because I will say, like, yeah, that's probably my favorite one out of all.
So pretty much it goes like this: 1, 3, and 5.
Those are the only. And 1 is kind of pushing because yes, it was good, but
no, like I say, just the graphically, it just was like and different parts of it. Think about it, they was working with supposed to be Resident Evil 4 engine. Allegedly during that time.
Okay. So yeah, I'm playing part 2. The thing is, they also don't have that many bad guys to fight. They only have like 4 at most. Flying guys, big old beast guys, guys with blades, and pyromancers. I'm just like, that's all you got.
Like, that's all you got, man. You play with this chick, and this chick is never hit from this chick again.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I'm like, yeah, you don't see her again, huh?
Never seen her again.
Yeah.
The most useless chick ever. What happened to Trish? No one knows until you realize, oh, okay, there she is. She was in part 4. She's in part 5.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's kind of short. It's like there's 18 missions, but I finished the entire thing in like in 6-7 hours.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, I probably only died once, and that was probably like at the end when I had to fight the actual second phase boss. Which I'm like, oh, I actually have to be close to him. I'm like, oh, okay. I see. Because I use like a lot of items too, like in the first game. Yeah. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta get some health. All right, fine, use the items, make my grade lower. I don't care. So that's what happened. And I think I got most of the other weapons. There's only like 3 swords or something, right? Or
yeah, just I don't know.
I think 4 guns or something.
Don't care. You beat the game with a handgun.
And there are moments where this is what happened like one time too. I remember like it was a countdown. It's like, oh, this place is gonna blow, and then you gotta hit like certain like stands or whatever. You hit up, and then it activates the door. What sucks is enemies kept spawning, so it would auto lock you to an enemy trying to hit, and you're trying to hit the fucking stand thing. I'm like, just turn around, like, oh god. And they keep spawning, so enemies keep coming. And you can't hit the things, so I had to like do where I had to angle when I hit things to hit it up, and then like, oh, there it goes. So that was kind of annoying, because that one was like, oh, I just gotta wait till everyone's dead. Then I kept going, I'm like, oh, I should just move on, huh?
Yeah.
I think it happened like probably like 2 or 3 levels. I was like, okay, I can't keep fighting guys. I gotta move on to the next thing. And that's what I did. And so yeah, part 2 is. It's okay. I don't know if will I continue playing it as I forget her name.
Yeah, nope.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe just to see how it is, but.
And I said maybe.
Well, you can be the one to
play this game that is trashy.
Are you gonna get the Game Pass on the PC too?
No,
you're not a PC person.
I don't have a PC.
You know they ported Pandemic into.
Yeah, I saw that
into an actual video game.
I saw that, and I'm curious.
It's just like the board game, but it's just so much better with other people in the room. Because I tried playing single player, but I'm just like, oh yeah, this is a lot better with just more people, because you can just be like, all right, you're the scientist, you can do this.
Can you get like a group of like online play?
I think you can. I don't see why not.
Okay.
Maybe we could try. We should do it then. We should have to play Pandemic if it's on there.
But they have to play nighttime. Nighttime Pandemic, baby.
But yeah, I've played Pandemic a lot on the regular board game, and that was it's a fun game. It really is. They also have Blazing Chrome, which is just straight up a Contra 3 ripoff. I saw it, I'm just like, wow, this looks exactly like Contra 3. The same types of characters to shoot, same types of power ups. Also the level design. It's like you're in a level like in the beginning where it's just like the broken city. You're in a level with the train when you're moving forward. I'm just like, yeah, they ain't hiding anything here.
Yeah, this is just the same, huh?
Yeah, I mean it looks nice. That's the thing. Like this game looks pretty good for what it is, but I don't know. So I'm just trying to think like, what can I play after this? Because I pretty much finished. Oh yeah, 100% is Spyro. I forgot that too.
Yeah.
For all 3 Spyro games, it took me a fucking while to do that, but I did it. And I can still see why. Like, oh, people like this game. Like, yeah, I can understand. Because the first one was like rescuing all the dragons. The second one was like getting orbs. And the third one was rescuing baby dragons.
Baby dragons. Orb.
And I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I finished all of it, 100% it all. I got every single gem, diamond, and whatever you want in that game. I finished all the secret missions, all the extra stuff. I'm just like, I did it. This game is done. I just can't do this for Crash, because that game is too freaking hard. Yeah, this game's a little easier than Crash. So if you're into more of a challenge, yeah, go for Crash Bandicoot. But Spyro is more of a
man's man.
It's like if you wanted to play Mario 64 but with a dragon,
Yeah.
It's pretty good. It's all right. I like it. What else was on there? I don't know. Should I play Shenmue now?
Huh?
Should I play Shenmue now? Because I have it on Game Pass. I'm just like,
could.
I don't know if I want that time
like I
sink.
said, you have to play part 1 and part 2.
I don't know if I want to go into that time sink now. It's just
no. Like I said, it's a dumb good game.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm replaying right now. Gorilla Red Faction remastered.
Oh, really?
Red Gorilla, I think it's called. I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yep.
The one where you're on Mars. Get your ass to Mars.
Get your ass to Mars, son.
And then he's got the big old swinging hammer, and you can take down. That's what I like about destructible environments. Like, that's really cool. I like that, but it just gets really repetitive and annoying at times. I remember I was like, oh yeah, that's why I play this game, just to get the achievements for this. Why did they remaster this one again? That's what I thought. I'm like, why this one specifically? I don't know. I mean, I guess it looks better now with like all the, overhauled graphics, and like now we can do better things with physics and all that.
Sure.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't even know anymore. I don't know. I'll figure out what I can play because I've already done. Also, they released a new character for Overwatch. I know I haven't said anything about Overwatch in a long, long time.
Yeah, so
I kind of just
gave up.
It's at the point like
the dream's dead.
I can't keep up with that game anymore. They have so many patches now. So it's Sigma balls.
Yes, I saw he was holding balls.
Yeah, that's his main weapon. I tested him. I'm like, okay, he's cool. I like him. That's cool to have a new tank character.
So he's like, what's that other character who had balls, but he's a healer?
Oh, Zenyatta.
Zenyatta.
So yeah, he's like anti-Zenyatta.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that would be the best way to describe it.
So does the ball explode? Or?
No, it's just like you just throw them like haha.
Oh, okay. So like Zenyatta.
You don't have to reload, so that's kind of cool. But there's a cooldown for using them and all that.
Okay. So what his ult is?
His ult is like a barrier that if you shoot something at it, it just reflects back to you.
So if you shoot like Hanzo's thing, it just...
I don't know that though. From what I can tell, what it does is if Farrah's in the air and then she's shooting her rockets, you just turn it around and the rockets go back to her.
Okay.
I don't know about anything else though. That's the thing. Like that's the only thing I can see. If it was a Hanzo arrow, maybe I think that would make sense.
Man, I didn't play Overwatch in years.
It's a whole new thing because you know what they do now.
What?
I don't know if you're following all this thing because
No.
with esports and all that stuff, especially with Overwatch, because there's a whole thing of the meta. What is the meta now? Back then it used to be dive team, which is again a whole new phrase. I'm like, I don't know what dive team means. Dive teaming is just like the types of people that just go in, do damage, and leave. Like Diva, Winston, all that stuff. Then after that, for a while, it was goats, which I think they used it as a term because like one team was called the Goats, and they chose this one specific team, which is like 3 healers and three damage, and they kept winning with that, and they stuck with that for the longest time, and that's apparently the highest percentage win rate if you use the team of like Moira, Mercy, Zenyatta, and then 3 damage of whatever one you want. They killed it though. They were like, no more, we can't do that anymore. So it's now in competitive, it's roll queue. You have to stand in line to what thing you want to play. So let's say if you want to choose damage, like, oh, okay, only you and another person can choose damage. And if you want to play tank, oh, only you and another person can play tank. And then like healer. So they want to keep back to the same structure of like 2 healer, 2 tank, and 2 damage.
Oh, support?
Yeah, 2 healing, 2 tank, and 2 damaged. They want to keep it that one now. It's like, they killed goats. That's what people say now. But I'm like, I don't play enough of Overwatch to know what that is because I used to be on my thing all the time. But it's like, I can't now, man. I will still finally remember this game, but I can't.
All that money you sink in.
Yeah, I'm not. Whatever. I don't feel as bad as people that did like lottery or whatever. That's why I see it. Like, I know I sunk a lot of money into this thing, but hey, I ain't doing it. It's not like lottery.
But you kind of think like, okay, that's cool. But like, is there new costumes out there?
I'm pretty sure there is. Yeah, there's a lot of new costumes. There's a lot of stuff that happened like in the summer. They still do it. That's the thing. I really wish they update their roll of games because it's always summer, Halloween, Christmas, New Year's. Chinese New Year, and that's anniversary. That's the only 5 they have. They don't do anything else. Which I'm just like, I can see Halloween and Christmas because those are like the big ones. But everything else, I don't know. What else can you fill in that role?
Nothing else.
Because anniversary is kind of just like a catch-all. It's like, we'll just throw skins in there that are just cool, and just for you guys to enjoy. And another thing with Sigma is he always floats, so you don't hear his footsteps. So there's a whole thing, and also you can see his feet, which is the weirdos on the internet can see that now, because that was like a big thing that's on the internet. Like, oh, you can see his feet. I'm like, oh, okay, let's not go with that then, shall we? Anyways,
I mention one other thing. So, I've been playing Kill Instinct back.
Oh, you going back into Groob?
Yeah, I've been facing it. So. Because Maximilian was on the campaign and pretty much like, let's bring KI back. And then I was like, oh, maybe everything else. And then I see a whole lot of KI intake. So I'm like, oh, let me see if I still got it. And I still, I was playing like 10 matches and I was there like 4-6 or won 4, lost 6. And I was like, I need to get back being like 50-50 or at least get like 6-4 my way. And I realized that's a whole lot of pro players now. There's only pro players now. I get like every 4 or 5 matches I face against like a scrub who's new, and I just like, no, not going to. I pretty much like I face against them, but like I just end like the my combo finish and like not gonna bear shoot, not gonna do all this stuff because I'm like. No, but last night I did not win against these 2 pro players, but I did took 1 match off of them each, which I was shockingly surprised and was like good. Granted, like the first and third match, my ass got handed to me, but it was just like I still can do it. I can still. I'm thinking to myself like, if there was a KI tournament
in Chicago.
Just or anywhere, I think I can still. I can
you
compete.
Could hold your own.
Yeah, I can hold my own still. It takes a while, like to get back in groove. I pretty much like keep playing, like because I only play during the night now. Because you
don't play before work and you only play after.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how it is.
So yeah, I play, and now I'm like, okay, I think I could do okay. I think I could do all right. So.
Hey man, at least you're in that right there. You can't say that. For like I don't know,
like Street Fighter is more like Street Fighter. I say I'm above average
or Injustice. Or
well, I had to say average Injustice. I know Mortal Kombat is no at all.
Oh man,
Mortal Kombat. I only play only just for funsies. Like not like and like I just think of like okay KI I can hold. I think I'm above average. Like Street Fighter, I still think I'm below average on just like I'm okay against friends, but if it's a pro player or a pro scene, I know I'm not that good. So I'm just like KI. I think I'm decently alright. If I keep going with my method, I think I can be up to my standards I was at before.
No, they only did part 1 and 2, right?
What?
Killer Instinct season 1 and season 2. I mean.
No, they did season 3.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, season 3.
Okay.
They did season 3, and then did like a kind of like a 3.5, and that's it. Like I said, the online still is strong in that game.
They should. They should bring that back.
Well, it's up to Iron Galaxy.
Also Microsoft, right? Because since they own.
Yeah, since they own, so I'm like not too sure behind because that was all by the Xbox Live people, Xbox Live Arcade people, and they are now defunct. Remember Xbox Live Arcade, like all that stuff? Yeah, they used to bring in like the hot games and all that shit. Now they into a new division, so.
I miss Summer of Arcade.
Yeah.
That was fun. Anyways, last thing we should talk about. It's on Netflix right now. Also, next week is going to be Invader Zim, Enter the Florpus. And you'll hear that, because I know I'll be like, I'll watch it. I mean, I did watch the original Invader Zim, but I didn't like it. And I know it's like a controversial take right there.
Hot take.
Because people are always like, oh, you didn't like Invader Zim. Like, I just didn't care for it.
Hot take Joseph.
It wasn't that fun.
Hot take Joseph now.
Rocco's Modern Life, Static Cling. So there's a lot of jokes here about like 90s versus the 2000s culture. So it literally takes place right after the last episode, just that aired. Okay. They're in space. They've been floating there for like a while. And they land back on Earth. And then the whole running joke is they're like Rocco wants to see his old show, The Fatheads, but that's been canceled for like so long. And he's like, that's just my life. That's all. I just want that to be back. That's all I have. I'm like, that's really funny. It's like a lot of, in jokes like that right there. And then there's also a bunch of jokes about like, current day cool stuff that happens. Oh, 3D printing is a thing now. Cell phones are a thing now. Uh-oh. It's really weird to see like this show in HD because it looks like really good. And I'm like wow. I'm so used to seeing it like such a low quality. I mean, I have the entire series on DVD, and I was just like, this show was really good, but man, did a lot of those jokes go over my head? Yeah. It's like, woof! I did not understand that joke right there because there was that joke of like, Filbert and his wife, they have a kid and it looks like Heifer.
Yeah. I'm
like, oh, I get that joke now. But I did not as a kid.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Heifer, you.
You,
Heifer.
Like, you did it, huh? Good for you.
And they never mention it.
Yeah, they never, ever pointed out or anything like that, which is kind of funny. I'm just like, huh. And the fact that it's called Choky Chicken, which I'm like, Choky Chicken. I'm like, oh, that's cool. There's also that episode where Heifer went to heck. Yeah. And they were like so close to saying things like hell.
Yeah, I think they did mention sometime hell.
No, well, they did. They actually did say like elevator to hell. They never censored it, so go straight to hell. And then inside that one, he got close to. There was a joke where he's like 662, 663, and he's like playing on the paddle ball, and it goes to 665, and he loses it. I know. I was a kid. I was like, what the hell just happened there? Little I realized 666 is like the number of the beast and all that stuff. Which I'm like, oh. My God, it was not just for kids. It was like for everyone. And I miss that kind of animation because they still have the whole like super exaggerated face looks of like screaming and all that stuff, and reactions to things like what, and then their brains come out. I was like, oh, that's such an old school like 90s way of doing things. And so he wants to bring the show back. And one of the big plot points to this one right now, and they kind of just spoiled it also on social media. So they get to see Ralph Bighead, but now. She's a woman now. She became a woman.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
because Ralph Bighead was was pretty much like, oh yeah, no, was like, oh yeah, I'm a guy, that's that, and that's he sometimes dressed in woman clothing and be like, oh, it looks like like pretty much she was Bruce Jenner.
Yeah. So that's the big thing now, and I thought that was gonna be a little plot point, but no, it's actually a big plot point to this story.
So what's Ralph Bighead's name now?
It's Rachel.
Rachel Bighead.
Yeah.
And what about his wife?
I don't think he had a wife inside the series.
Yes, he did.
He did. No, they never mentioned her then.
Because his wife, they had a son too.
Did they? Ah, Jesus. That's
See,
the thing.
how dare you call yourself?
What do you want me to remember? 80 episodes.
Yes,
of Rocco's
key plot points, homie. Like him and his son didn't really get along until.
No, you mean Ralph? That's Ed Bighead you're thinking of. Ralph is the son.
Oh. Oh.
Ed Bighead is who you're thinking of.
Yeah. Oh, Ralph Bighead
is the son of Ed Bighead. Yes, and he was the creator of the cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fat heads.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, wait. I don't know what you're talking about. I never saw. Ralph Bighead had a wife, but you're thinking of the other one.
Yeah.
But yes, Bev Bighead there. She's there too.
Okay. Gotcha.
And it's still weird. Like it feels like she's kind of seducing Rocco. I don't know why.
Oh, always seducing Rocco. Always.
That's so weird to me.
Look, she was not happy with that marriage.
Yeah. But yeah, the Ed Bighead, his son is now his daughter, which I'm just like, and that's a big plot point because he's like, oh, I'm like the cartoon, but then Ed Bighead's like, no, I don't have you're not my son or something like that. Like I was like, oh wow, they're making this actually like modern life.
Yep.
Hence the name Rocco's Modern Life. People are online like, are so happy, like, oh, I can't believe they did that. That's so great. And people, of course, you get the other side of that with the noise.
Why you bringing this in? Political, blah 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 blah.
And I'm just like, oh, it's whatever, man. It doesn't exist. All right, this is a cartoon with lines. That's how I see it. So I'm like, I'm okay with that. And the thing is, they were also immediately were okay with Rachel Bighead doing that thing too. They were like, "Oh, you're Rachel now," and then both Filbert, Heifer, and Rock like, "Oh, that's cool, that's great." And I'm like, "Wow, that was quick." But it only took like a couple scenes. But then at the end, it's gonna be like, "Oh, Ed Bighead's like, oh yeah, you're Rachel," and I'm like, "Oh well," just like that, huh? It's just that easy. But it's a cartoon. The thing is, I really wish it was longer. It was only like 43 minutes, which is like special, like standard hour-long TV.
And, TV special, TV Nickelodeon special.
Yeah, and they were smart to put this on Netflix because. Thank you. But yeah, because they learned their lesson with the Hey Arnold Jungle movie, which was they had it on Nickelodeon, but no one watched it because that audience is not there anymore. At least if they were, the kids who are watching Nickelodeon now would be like, I don't know anything about Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
But people on Netflix can be like, oh yeah, Rocco, that's great. I remember that, and it's hopefully it's driving because I would like to see more of this because it's just so. It's just
the person who made Rocco Modern Life is the same creators of
Joe Murray.
Yeah.
Steven Hillenburg. He's one of the creators of also. He wasn't the creator of Rocco, but he was helping.
Yeah.
He's the creator of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Joe Murray. I don't know if he made anything else. Oh, he also made what do you call it, Camp Lasso, which I thought that was like the thing is they had the same exact voice actors and everything in that show from Rocco, but it just didn't feel the same. I'm just like, I'd rather watch Rocco.
Gotcha.
I remember watching that. I was like, huh, because I think they also even made like a reference to Rocco in that show, which was so weird. Because that Ralph Bighead's supposed to be the guy himself, who created Joe Murray.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite episodes is the one where they work on the cartoon, Wacky Deli.
Yeah.
Because only to realize later on, like, oh, that's how it was back then to create a cartoon, with like storyboards and all that stuff. And I just really liked it because it was just like, what the hell's going on in the show? And so it's kind of like reflecting on him.
Like
how
meta,
it's so meta on that point. But yeah, it's a good series. I mean, I liked it only because, like, man, this takes me back to being a kid, because I grew up watching this show. And if they were to only bring back, like, I don't know what else they could bring back. They can't bring back Ren and Stimpy because of the creator. Ooh.
Yeah.
They can't do that anymore. I mean, they could, but then it's just like, let's just.
It's not the same.
Let's just keep it as it is. They're bringing back, Invader Zim, and then Reboot died on the way into the reboot phase, and good too. So, anyways.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you for listening to episode 410
of the Dead Pixels of the Internet.
Yeah, this episode is brought to you by Rocco.
Yeah, Rocco's Juice. Modern Strife.
So, Stars and Stripes. You can find us on the deadpixelsinternet.podbean.com. Also, you can find us on YouTube at
youtube.com/deadpixelsinternet.
Yeah. You can find us on iTunes or the iPad podcast application. Just search us the Dead Pixel Internet. You can find us on Spotify, on Stitcher Radio.
Is that
Stitcher Radio still?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Stitcher Radio. We on Stitcher. We on YouTube. We on Spotify and Apple. 4 big platforms.
Yeah.
Maybe one day we can drop that SoundCloud link for you guys, so we can be on SoundCloud. Just because, I think that's be the 5 big things. Like, yeah, we on SoundCloud, and this, we on Bandcamp.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
we're gonna be on them all.
We're gonna be on them all platforms.
We're gonna be on Vivo.
Yeah. And Venmo. Send us your Venmo.
We're gonna be still on Vero.
Vero, yeah.
Yeah, right. Google Plus still on there.
Yeah. Google Plus is not a thing no more.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
But yeah.
Your YouTube channel.
My YouTube channel is the Skill Trail Chicago. Just giving you heads up, some housekeeping stuff. There will be a break on, well, there's still Persona videos, but there will be a break on the Sanji Kick stuff. Because I think Sanji Kick is going out of town in a good couple of days or so. I think next week or so, but there will still be Persona videos. So yeah.
What, Fool and Jester?
Yeah, Fool and Jester.
Okay.
And there will be one Fool and Jester video, I believe, next week.
Okay.
And then we'll be on break. Well, there will still be Persona because I control the Persona.
You control the Persona.
I can control my Persona. Also, there will be probably like a break soon because I'm trying this new software editing these videos. So just want to let you know about that.
You can go to our Twitter.
At.
I don't know if I can get back at TDPOTI podcast. I don't know. We'll see. But for now, the official one is mine at Joe Manuel.
And mine's at Broke Instagram.
I've been tweeting it out there, and actually we've been getting a couple extra hits on the.
Yeah.
I've been seeing like, oh, we got a little bit more. Like, hey.
Yeah.
Gotta play the game, man.
Play the game. Promote yourself.
Play the Twitter games.
But other than that,
yeah, we'll see you all next week. This has been
the Dead Pixel Internet. Give you an uppercut since 2011.
Flash kick.